In July, someone typed 9 characters into Google and started reading strangers' private conversations with an AI. Not hacked, not leaked, just sitting there, searchable. Because the people in those chats had all done the same thing. They'd clicked one button, share. Here is what was in them: a resume with a real name and a real phone number, somebody's API keys, basically the password that ran their code, a lawyer working through notes on an ethics case, business plans, source code, and the stuff people only tell an AI at 2 in the morning because it feels private. It wasn't. So how does a private chat end up on Google? You hit share, and in your head, that means send this to my friend. What it actually does is make a web page, a real live public page with an address anyone on earth can open. And Google's entire job, the only thing it does all day, is find public pages and put them in search. So it did. Share felt like handing someone a note. It was closer to pinning that note to a wall in the middle of the internet. Now, to be fair, because fair is the whole point here, the company behind this one is Anthropic, who make Claude, and they say they block search engines from crawling their site. They say these links mostly got out because people posted them somewhere public themselves, maybe. But sit with that for a second, because it doesn't actually let anyone off the hook. However, it happened. The result was identical. You pressed share and it ended up where the whole world could read it. That gap between what share feels like and what it actually does, that's where people get hurt. And if all this sounds familiar, it should. Rewind exactly 1 year. August 2025, different company. OpenAI, the ChatGPT people. Same exact story. They'd added a little checkbox when you shared a chat. Make this discoverable. And thousands of people's conversations landed in Google. Their own head of security first said the wording was clear enough. Then a day later, he walked it right back. Too many people were sharing things they never meant to, so they killed the feature. 1 year apart, 2 of the biggest AI companies on the planet. Same mistake, same headline, same fix after the damage was done. And notice, there's no villain here. Nobody woke up evil. That's what makes it worth watching. These are the people who built this stuff. And even if they keep mixing up 2 words, share and publish, because what's the real thing underneath all of it? To you, share means one person. To the internet, public means everyone, forever, and searchable. Those 2 are not close. But the button doesn't tell you which one you're doing. It just says share in a friendly little font and trusts you to know the difference. The lawyer didn't know the difference. The person pouring their heart out to a chatbot didn't know the difference. Google indexed it in about the time it takes to click. The fix took a couple of days. Your API key was already gone. So here is the 2 minutes that's actually worth it. Open whatever AI tool you use. Find your shared links. There is a list, usually under settings or your data, and delete the ones you forgot you ever made. Then going forward, one rule: treat share link like post in public, because that's what it is. If you'd write it on a postcard, share it. If you wouldn't, don't. Nobody hacked these people. No breach, no hooded figure, no genius attack. Just a button that sounded smaller than it was. If this showed you something you weren't seeing on the timeline, that's what this channel is for.